How you doing, guys? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Another review. You need to stop saying that at the beginning because obviously you're watching for reviews, and that's what I'm going to do. So today we're going to do a beer I've never had. I've actually not had a lot of stuff by them before, and was actually introduced to them not too long ago by Joe from NEP Beer Reviews. So if you're looking for other reviews, you want to check somebody out, head over to NEPA Beer Reviews. Great guy, great reviews, knows his beer. Going to be a fantastic brewer someday. But anyway, I was at his house and we were doing a couple joint reviews, and we tasted something by Boulevard Brewing out of Kansas City, Missouri. I forget what Ryan is what we tasted. And when I was there, he decided to give me a bottle of this, which is their 6-glass quadruple ale. That was the first time I ever had anything by Boulevard before. It was a good beer and didn't blow my doors off, but it was a very good beer, and he was like, you should really try this, so he bestowed this upon me. I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit dusty, which for me is a bonus. And this is an aged beer, so we're going to be doing kind of an aged review tonight, because on the front of this, I'm not sure what Boulevard does as far as their dating goes, but I just assume most places do a 5-year Best By date on it. This is Best By last month, June 18th, 2014. So that means this should be at least 5 years old, I'm assuming, which for me is right up my alley. So it is a quadruple ale by Boulevard Brewing out of, like I said, Kansas City, Missouri. It's his Boulevard Smokestack Series. 6-glass quadruple ale, 12 fluid ounces, 10.5 alcohol. On a quad, it's very nice. On the back, it says 6-glass is a deep and mysterious libation. Dark auburn and full-bodied, tempting aromas of date and fig precede a malty roundness and a warming finish that fairly begs for another taste. Very awesome labeling on this. I don't know if you can see. If you look there, I mean, it's just, as I've said, I'm a big label whore. So just looking at this is exactly right up my alley as far as like labeling goes. Like the bottle too, it's like almost you can tell they go out of their way to they know their history. They have a bit of stamping with the Boulevard Brewing on top, almost in a Rochefort style, or sorry, was Vitolan style, or even Rochefort style. The caps even look like what you would find in your typical quad style beer, in that it's denoted what it is by the cap. So it's very nice. So I'm really amped, jazzed to taste this one. Put it in the fridge. Feels a little bit colder than what I would typically like, but we're gonna drink it and see what happens. So let's see what we got. A little lighter in the pour than what I typically expect out of a quad. No bottle conditioning. Didn't say anything on there, but just from looking at it, when I was pouring it, I didn't see anything coming from it. Very nice head, almost to the top of the glass. I can smell the bread from here. Decent retention. It's kind of coming down now. As far as color-wise, just off white head. Color-wise, it's somewhere between what I would typically call a quad and a triple, somewhere in between there. Not that cloudy brown color you typically associate with a quad, but not as light as what a triple would be. Looks nice, a little bit murky. I don't know if that's the cold or the beer itself. A little bit of murk there, and the head's going down nicely, but it seems like it's settling there. Nose, yeah, bread, just dates, bread, just like a toasted, nice. Just that classic quad smell that what you'd expect from a better, higher end quad from actual, Trappist quad or Belgian quad. A lot of American quads tend to have a little bit of yeastiness to it. This definitely smells like an overseas offering. Just delicious. I know it's going to be good before I even taste it. Cheers. Wow. nice spiciness, almost like a Christmas bread, like a fruit bread. That's a good beer. Decent mouthfeel, not overly thick, overly creamy, but it definitely was a bit chewy. Has some nice denseness to it, a bit of gravity to it. So. I don't think age has done this bad one bit. Oh man, that's a good beer. Way better than their other offering they had, the rye and rye. I mean, two different styles, but it was probably one of the better American quads I've ever had. Tiniest bit of heat on the back end. A little bit sticky, but it's a really good beer. It's a really good beer. Ooh. I mean, right now I'm just trying to formulate in my head where I'd throw this in American quad territory. My two favorite American quads would be a Schlafly quad. It's really, really good. I'm spacing on my second one. I don't know why right now. The Schlafly quad is up there for one of my favorite quads, and this is probably pushing it. I mean, it's just a really good beer. Yeah, as far as if I was going to relay it to another beer, Belgian wise, I'd put it in the Koningsoven, the La Trappe vein. It just tastes like it was almost modeled after that as far as quads go. So if you're a big fan of the La Trappe Koningsoven line, it's probably going to be right up your alley. I mean, it's going to be good in that sense and whatever, where you're talking about Chimay or Westvelteren or, you know, even, well, St. Bernard is a little bit yeasty, but in that line of quads, it's going to be good. I put it right up there, you know. Way better than your atypical American quads. Like, American quads tend to be a bit lacking. You know, in this area you get a lot of Ommegang and what else? I mean, that's the big one in this area. Weyerbacher. Weyerbacher is a decent quad, way different than this quad. But yeah, kudos to you, Shipyard. I'm a fan of this. The worst part is that you can't get this in this area, so I like this beer now. Now I can't get it. Let's see. Rating wise, just in a quad sense, stripping it from everything, that rating it on an American quad sense, I'd definitely give it like a 91. It's not the best of the bunch, but it's incredibly respectable, more than respectable. As far as value, didn't pay for it, so I couldn't comment on that, so I'll give that not available. As far as availability, I'd in this area give it like a 1, just because I got one, and I've never seen it anywhere else. So if you live, in Kansas City and you live by Shipyard, I definitely pick a case of this up if you're a big fan of Belgian quads or Belgian beers in general, because it definitely does it justice. So yeah, Boulevard Brewing Smokestack Series 6th Glass Quadruple Ale, definitely a winner. I am Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you have any comments, suggestions, gripes, complaints, whatever, you can leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hopefully you share and hopefully you subscribe. And if you want to check us out on the internet and other places, you can check us out at Massive Beers on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So yeah, shout out again to NAPA Beer Reviews for throwing this my way. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review, and hopefully we see you next time. Cheers.